Okay, we got the steering column in. Juliet's just tightening up the last few bolts on it. 1985 CJ-7. Right now I've pulled the steering column and I'm in the process of completely rebuilding that. Stripped it all down, epoxy primered all the housing and outside components. I've got all the internal stuff here sorted, degreased, cleaned up. So that's kind of the first project. Waiting on parts for that, but I'm going to give this all another coat of epoxy primer. Jeep update. This is the steering column, completely disassembled. There are several videos on the internet on how to do it, so I didn't film the whole thing, but carefully bagged all the hardware, laid out everything. This is the old stuff. I've got new stuff ordered. This is the first of it. I got a bunch of other things coming in. This collar, there were some broken plastic tabs in here. The main problem with the steering one was real loose, and that was due to this piece. There's 4 hex bolts in here, and they were loose. This thing is where the lock ring slides, and I think it was binding because this was broken in here. So while I had it out, I decided to pull everything apart. I'm putting all new internals in it. Painted, I wire wheeled everything down, repainted everything, degreased it. So all that's now drying. Just waiting on parts to come in, and then I'll be putting that back together again. Jeep updates. So pulled the column out first, and that's in the process of getting rebuilt right now. It's almost done. It's got a little bit left. While I was waiting on parts for that, I took the interior out. I took the seats out. This is the cover that went over the shifters. I sanded that down and repainted it. So the only thing stopping me from putting it back together is finishing the steering column, because I figured it'd be easier to do all that, get all that in with everything out. Once that's done, put it all back together. Okay, I've got this steering wheel, and it's pretty pitted and faded. This is steel, and it's chrome and a little pitted, and these are aluminum, I think, like a brushed aluminum. So what I have is some vinegar, steel wool, and then I have some Barkeeper's Friends and stainless steel wipes to see what I can do here. First thing I'm going to do is wash everything down and then wipe it all off with degreaser and get everything nice and prepped, and then start working on it. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and soak the steel wool in some vinegar. ChatGPT told me to do this. So I've got everything washed. Now I'm gonna take a microfiber towel, and I'm gonna wipe everything really good with wax and grease remover. All right, so for the wheel, I'm gonna use this and see how this does. Supposed to remove light to moderate pitting. Seems like it's working pretty well. These deeper spots, I'm not sure how much to rub it. That's looking a lot better. Okay, this is the wheel. We're rubbing it down good with steel wool and the vinegar. So I think it looks a lot better. I have this chrome polish that I got for the wheels. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try on here, see if it does it even better. Basically, instructions say to put a little bit on a microfiber towel, rub the polish onto the chrome surface in small amounts, allow it to dry, and then buff it back off. Here. Give that a minute or two to dry. Okay, I think that's dry enough. Take a clean spot on the towel, buff this off. There she is, one complete steering wheel. I think if we go back and looked at the before and after, it looks quite a bit better. Still not perfect, but it'll do.
You took a bite out, baby, in the middle. I do believe that you came up rough.
I don't know if we're using the chrome polish was a good idea or not. We'll see. Doesn't look bad. That goes there. There it is, all cleaned up. Okay, we got the steering column in. Juliet's just tightening up the last few bolts on it. And then we will be good to go with new steering column. All works, fires up.
Never do that without warning me, because that freaks me out.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thought you saw me. So that's awesome. The key runs nice and smooth. Everything is repainted. All the parts are replaced in there. So we got a good steering wheel. Just waiting on some gear oil to finish the transmission flush.
Find the terminal.
I put the ATF. We did that last time. And
I don't know if it's turning. I don't think.
it's not turning. Is it tight?
Mine's like going like this, but I don't think it is turning more. Yep, it's not turning.
Can you see?
I think it's good enough.
I can't see the bolt. Can you see the bolt? Am I on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it tight. That's perfect. Let's check the other one. Yeah, good job. Everything's bolted up. This bracket's in. That's what Robert put this bracket in this bracket.
Let's put the steering wheel on.
Yeah, I thought about it, but it'll be easier to do the seats and stuff, getting in and out without the steering wheel. But I polished it up yesterday.
You polished this?
Yeah, so it looks shinier. Got a lot of that rust off of it.
I want to put the steering wheel on.
You want to put the steering wheel on? All right, let's go ahead and do it.
All right. Good night. I have to go to bed.
And we'll
see you tomorrow.
We'll do the steering wheel another day. Update on the Jeep. Robert and I have been doing some work, and we fixed the horn problem. So after rebuilding the steering column, my horn wasn't working. So the way it's supposed to work is the horn button, when it closes the circuit, it goes back to the ground on the steering shaft. Well, it wasn't working. So I ran a jumper to the battery, and horn's working, the horn circuit's working, the horn relay's working, just the ground back, this shaft wasn't grounded. So I ran the jumper over here and touched the steering shaft here. There's no continuity between the steering shaft and up there, and that's because there's a tilt, and the tilt has a plastic ball joint in the center. So anyway, that was breaking the connectivity, and I guess I painted and sealed this so well when I rebuilt it. There's no it's not actually making any ground points to the body. So I ran a self tapper in there and just ran it over here to this ground, and now it's working. So horn fixed, another thing off the list. All right, we're gonna fill the coolant up. So first, take that plug, go down under there and put it into the radiator. I think you chose a white shirt to wear working on the car.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna fill this up. I don't know how much it's gonna take, probably about 3 jugs. Let's see if I can, how good I am at this.
Ole mole.
That's pretty good.
Ole mole.
Oh, I'm a coolant pro.